history is in the 21st century. Link. ISW said, Ukrainian forces likely liberated the town of Shevchenko in Donetsk Oblast. /2. Link, photo. Newswire said, Italy's Meloni says the Italians have given clear backing to center-right government led by Brothers of Italy. WW3 update said, how would one mobilize one's military for nuclear war without looking like you're mobilizing for nuclear war? ISW said, Ukrainian forces likely control Malyivka in Kharkiv Oblast. /3. Link, photo. Endgame WW3 United States said, Ukraine receives U.S. air defense system, link, via at Yahoo Finance. FedEx News Delta said, the U.S. is in an ongoing conversation with Ukraine about the weapons they need, including Army Tactical Missile SY. Link. ISW said, Ukrainian forces are contesting Russian positions around Karpivka, Nov, Rydkojab, and Novoserhyivka in Donetsk. Link. ISW said, Russian sources claim that Russian forces hit Ukraine's Operational Command South headquarters in Odessa with SHAT. Link. WW3 update retweeted United States The Real GSN Christian Watchman YouTube who said, retweet at Theory Algsons, nuclear attack subway signs in New York City. Link, via at YouTube Ukraine Russian war Russian. WW3 update retweeted Popeye_1791 Ultra Mega and Proud who said, retweet at Popeye_1791 at Newsmax they scream Trump will cause WW3. Here we are closer to nuclear war than the Cuban Missile Crisis. Way to go BR. ISW said, the Ukrainian General Staff reported that Russian contract soldiers in Zaporizhia Oblast have been informed that Th. Link. The Intel Hub said, as a military analyst, we don't make predictions, we make assessments based off facts and key assumptions. Right? No. Link. TRT World Now said, Italians have given clear backing to center-right government led by Brothers of Italy says Giorgia Meloni, photo. Red Zero said, I'm pro-Russian but not enough to die for them, Civ crossing into Ukrainian territory. This will be a shit show F. Link. Reuters US News said, Fisker to sell electric SUV in India with view to local production, link, photo. WW3 update said, police car light, link. ABC News said, the Tunnel to Towers annual 5K run honors fallen Brooklyn firefighter Steven Siller, link. Endgame WW3 United States said, the Ukraine war could open the nuclear Pandora's box, link, via at the National News. FedEx News Delta said, moving lights have been seen in the sky over the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Local media have suggested that these link. FedEx News Delta said, reported footage, photo. WW3 update retweeted Around World Journal who said, retweet at _journal 2021, Secretary of State Blinken announced the presence of a plan of action in the event of a nuclear war. World News. Samuel Ramani said, Iran claims that Ukraine had fallen for foreign reports that it supplied Russia drones. This omits the small matter. Link. TRT World Now said, this is a night of pride for the Brothers of Italy but it's a starting point not a finishing line, situation is diff. Link. AFP news agency said, breaking Giorgia Meloni claims leadership of next Italy government, photo. Victoria said, a few thoughts ABT what is happening in Russia now. Unfortunately, the majority of the Russian people are not a civ. Link. Victoria said, Learned helplessness occurs when a person is in traumatic circumstances that they can't control. This is a state of link. Victoria said, one part of the Russians, older people, is traumatized by the Soviet Union. The next generation are people whose link. Victoria said, the younger generation was born under Putin's rule or a little earlier. They grew up watching Russian TV, which, link. Victoria said, a large territory and the lack of an opportunity to get a good education or a well-paid job in the Russian outback. Link. Victoria said, of Russian citizens have never traveled not only outside Russia, but outside their own region. How do they know the link? Victoria said, life outside their homeland. Good mortgage and consumer loans have made it possible for some Russians, including me. Link. Victoria said, but these mortgages and loans force the majority of Russian citizens to look for work with a stable salary. One of link. Victoria said, Putin and his gangs rule. Russian elites are quite satisfied with their lives and don't want, or afraid, to change. Link. Victoria said, the absence of freedom of speech and real opposition force makes even more impossible the wind of change from below. Link. Victoria said, they adapted to the situation, occasionally trying to fight corruption. All this has led to the fact that one link. Victoria said, the second part protests against mobilization with their feet, wheels of cars or flights outside of Russia. The 3rd link. Victoria said, the killing of Ukrainians. Learned helplessness and opportunism have turned Russians into a herd of sheep, manipul. Link. Victoria said, to accept aggressive wars in order to compensate for their inferiority complexes and resentment towards the rest of link. Victoria said, I'd be happy to be wrong, but nothing indicates any changes in the very near future. After all, the majority of Rus. Link. Victoria said, and even if Putin is overthrown in the near future, let's make this fantasy scenario, he will be overthrown by his link. A button blood type said, Ukraine receives US air defense system? I'm surprised by the fact that there are ways and means of getting such a link. WW3 update retweeted Breaking 9/11 who said, retweet at Breaking 9/11, Biden, I pledged $11 billion a year to help poor countries fight climate change. Photo. A button blood type said, Italy gets Meloni. A new era begins in Europe. DTY Virtual Radar United Kingdom said, call sign, #TO2230. Airbus A330-243 of #Air Anchor. Reg, GVYGJ Alt, 16,162 feet squawk, 6,305 ICAO, #406B79, photo. Elant News said, and some people still wonder why the Russians are losing, link. A button blood type said, heavy large circle eta Turkey tau omicron upsilon rho kappa alpha delta epsilon chi nu epsilon iota tau iota eta Greece epsilon lambda lambda delta alpha tau eta rho epsilon tau iota delta iota epsilon theta nu epsilon sigma upsilon mu phi omega nu epsilon sigma tau omicron alpha iota gamma alpha omicron, link. Redend Black Attack said, Ukraine downs 4 aircraft in one day, link, via at YouTube. AFP news agency said, #breaking far-right Meloni says will govern for all Italians, photo. Samuel Ramani said, Yevgeny Prigozhin is now a hero of Russia, Donetsk and Luhansk. Photo. The Standard Journal said, North Korea fires a second short-range ballistic missiles into East Sea. Link. Oslint, open-source live intelligence community retweeted Donald Standiford, who said, retweet at Don_Standiford, North Korea fires a second short-range ballistic missiles into East Sea. Link. WW3 update retweeted Foxon a spouting whale, who said, retweet at Merskanablis at Katurd2 I'm in Pennsylvania, Google how many of our food plants caught fire, it's a scary number. How does no one see? Evergreen Intel said, whoa. Link. Visegrad24 said, drunk Russian soldier decides to advance against Ukrainian positions all on his own and right through a minefield. Photo. Victoria retweeted Chryso, who said, retweet at Chryso_wiki, the Russian economists Maxim Mironov, at Mironov_FM, and Oleg Atitskhoki, of IE University and UCLA respectively, have published. The Intel Hub said, if he sends reinforcements everywhere, he will everywhere be weak. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Food for thought amid. Link. The Intel Crab retweeted Hans Christensen, who said, retweet at Nukestrat, US officials say they don't see any signs that Russia is dispersing or otherwise preparing to use nuclear weapons. While Th. WW3 update retweeted Indian Ocean UAP reporting community, who said, retweet at Ocean UAP, United States Intelligence Office updates logo and includes UFOs, and very triangle-shaped aircraft dizzy. Very interesting exploding head. Endgame WW3 United States said, Blinken, there are no negotiations because Russia is not showing any willingness to participate in constructive Link. Red Zero said, literally there was a thread yesterday on the people Moscow wants to draft saying if they try they will immediately. Link. Al-Mayadeen English said, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has given his permission for Egypt to put itself forward as host for the 2036. Link. Newsmax said, opinion, the question now is what is it going to take for these fools to wake up and start protecting the public eye? Link. Oil price hourly said, oil price update, $85.38 chart decreasing. Brent dollar crude, oil price source, link. Evergreen Intel said, if I've been quieter than usual today, it's because I have been keeping company with a fuzzy mittens kitten. Smiling cat face with heart eyes, photo. Red Zero said, here it is. Link. The Intel Hub retweeted Oliver Alexander, who said, retweet at O Alexander DK, with Putin's call for mobilization and the sham referenda in the occupied Ukrainian regions, Putin destroyed his and ever. Endgame WW3 United States said, like I said, nothing stopping this. Someone needs to step up or the ending may not be pretty. Intel Rogue said at Vicegrad24 this footage is old, and that's not how a mine explodes, real mines are much more violent. Link. WW3 update retweeted Igor Sushko, who said, retweet at Igor Sushko, another video. 3 coking batteries burned down at the plant. Link. Doge said, US officials say the Ukraine war is entering a risky period in which existing guardrails for averting escalation. Link. WW3 update said at Endgame WW3 I think the mobilization is for this, not for that. The Kiev Independent said, high voltage Ukraine's Air Force destroys Russian jet, helicopter on September 25. Ukraine's Air Command South reported that. Link. AFP news agency said, update Italian far-right leader Giorgia Meloni, whose party came top in general elections, says she will seek to Link. ABC News said, 3 months after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, ending federal protections for abortion rights, Adli. Link. Red Zero said, Dear Lord, Link. BNO News said, British pound hits all-time low of $1.039. The Intel Hub said, which are you more willing to test out? I'm not a betting man, but it's a gamble I'd prefer not take. Treat them Lee. Link. WW3 update retweeted Zero Hedge who said, retweet at Zero Hedge, well, there it is, global currency crash. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 9 minutes and 38 seconds. Kirovohrad Oblast, Kirovohrad Oblast. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Mykolaiv Oblast, Mykolaiv Oblast. Link. Newswire said, warning. Asterisk British pound hits all-time low of $1.039, CME GBP futures halted. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 10 minutes and 35 seconds. Kherson Oblast, Kherson Oblast. Link. Victoria retweeted D.Emery who said, retweet at Demery UK, Rus soldier, either drunk or suicidal, makes a slow walk towards UKR lines. Clip ends before you see what happens next, but. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 11 minutes and 41 seconds. Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. Link. ISW said, thread Vladimir Putin is unlikely to overcome fundamental structural challenges in attempting to mobilize large numbers. Link. ISW said, the partial mobilization Putin ordered on September 21 will generate additional forces for Russia but ineffic. Link. ISW said, the forces generated by this partial mobilization, critically, are very unlikely to add substantially to the R. Link. ISW said, Putin will have to fix basic flaws in the Russian military personnel and equipment systems if mobilization is to. Link. ISW said, however, Putin's actions thus far suggest that he is far more concerned with rushing bodies to the battlefield t. Link. ISW said, the Russian armed forces have not been setting conditions for an effective large-scale mobilization since Adli. Link. ISW said, the Russian military tried to move to an all-volunteer basis amid the 2008 financial crisis and failed to make t. Link. ISW said, 8. A reduction in the mandatory term of service for conscripts made Russia's reserves less combat ready, and the PR. Link. ISW said, 9. There are no rapid solutions to these problems, which stem in part from long-standing unresolved tensions in the. Link. ISW said, 10. Indeed, Putin has already conducted at least 4 attempts at mobilization in the last year, likely draining th. Link. Bobak Mu Pi Pi Alpha Kappa Tau Alpha Kappa Beta Alpha Epsilon, retweeted Bobak the Crisis Watch who said, retweet at Bobak 1, breaking, happened around an hour ago, several Iranian-made Garan 2, Shad 136, kamikaze drones of Russian armed FO. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 13 minutes and 32 seconds. Donetsk Oblast, Donetsk Oblast. Link. The Intel Hub said, where in the hell did I say that? No one said Ukraine should surrender, the US and NATO should be strong. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 14 minutes and 38 seconds. Kharkiv Oblast, Kharkiv Oblast. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 14 minutes and 43 seconds. Mykolaiv Oblast, Krivozersk Community. Link. The Intel Hub said, link. Visegrad 24 said, angry Russian woman filming Russian men about to flee Russian mobilization by crossing through the Kazakh-Russo bow. Link. The Intel Hub said, link. War Monitor US outlying islands Ukraine said, he's sending them there to die. Link. The Intel Hub said, link. DEFCON warning system said, United States says there is no sign that Russia is preparing to use nuclear weapons in the Ukraine war at this time. Intel Rogue said, this footage is old, it's making rounds as fresh footage also that's not how a mine explodes. That is black powder. Link. DEFCON 1 War Watch retweeted Apex who said, retweet at Apex_WW, Q, privately, the US has been in communication with the Kremlin about these threats of nuclear war? Blinken, yes. It's VE. Victoria retweeted Jay in Kiev who said, retweet at Jay in Kiev, Hasidic Jewish pilgrims with Ukrainian soldiers on way to Amman. Photo. Rob Lee said, the Ukrainian General Staff said that Russia is sending mobilized men without training straight to the front line. Link. OSINT Defender said, link, photo. OSIN Technical said, a Ukrainian National Guard BTR-3E and T-72 engage a Russian-occupied building. Photo. Newsmax said, don't let them get away with their propaganda for another second, Sebastian Gorka calls out America's real raci. Link. Victoria retweeted Eric N. Cross who said, retweet at Eric N. Cross, a joke from Moscow. Patriarch Kirill announces that all Russian soldiers dying in war in Ukraine will immediately go to He. WW3 update retweeted FSX Aviation who said, retweet at FSX Aviation 3, An-811 Ta helicopter emergency landing Houma, Louisiana, photo. OSINT Defender said, U.S. and other Western officials wouldn't be making the statements they have been making the last 72 hours if they H. Link. Endgame WW3 United States said, nice. Link. WW3 update said at Endgame WW3 Elvis has left the building. Rob Lee said, link. The Intel Hub said, does Putin care more about tires or nukes? Which is strategic, tires or nukes? I'm pretty sure Putin would make. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 25 minutes and 37 seconds. Zaporizhzhia Oblast, Zaporizhzhia Oblast. Link. The Intel Hub said, that being said I will say it for the fourth time today, don't be scared, be realistic and informed, the US and NAT. Link. OSIN Technical said, Vyzdorozhye has returned to Ukraine with the fall rains, turning many unpaved roads into muddy quam. Link. World Military News retweeted who said, retweet at LewisJung_HK, comparison of 052D vs 052DL, photo. OSIN Technical said, Vyzdorozhye pretty much directly translates as roadlessness. AFP News Agency said, one of Asia's highest-ranking Catholic clerics 90-year-old Hong Kong Cardinal Joseph Zen will go on trial allo. Link. AFP News Agency said, Cardinal Joseph Zen arrives at court for his trial in Hong Kong. The 90-year-old was detained earlier this year on. Link. Newsmax said, Me, revelers at New York City's Global Citizen Music Festival booed and heckled House Speaker Nancy Pelosi when. Link. A button blood type said, heavy large circle # Ukraine Russian war, old video but so timely, photo. Reuters US News said, South Korea's Yoon says untrue media reports damage alliance amid hot mic controversy, link, photo. ABC News said, 39% of Americans approve of President Biden's job performance, new at ABC News/WAPO poll finds, 53% disapprove. Specific link. Victoria retweeted Jay in Kiev who said, retweet at Jay in Kiev, Dagestan getting interesting now. Rebellion in Russian republics will be difficult for the government to handle now that. Victoria retweeted Danilo Mokruk who said, retweet at D Mokruk, today, Israel at Jerusalem_post names Ukraine at Zelensky UA the most influential Jew of 2022. Zelensky in an interview to France at West France 2. Victoria retweeted Maria Avdiva who said, retweet at Maria_Avdv, this city is unbreakable. In the midst of the war, just 40 kilometers from the border, in the underground bunker, Kharkiv hosts 5th. Bobak Takvi, Mu Pi Pi Alpha Kappa Tau Alpha Kappa Beta Alpha Epsilon, said, happened tonight in London, UK. Several supporters of Iranian Islamic regime filmed and attacked a group of link. Bobak Takvi, Mu Pi Pi Alpha Kappa Tau Alpha Kappa Beta Alpha Epsilon, retweeted Xerxes who said, retweet at Persian_cowboy_, the Islamic Republic tried to hold a counter-protest to show legitimacy and the turnout was so low that the state met a OSINT defender retweeted Aldine Bosnia and Herzegovina who said, retweet at Tinso_WW, ammunition storage site is on fire near Zadoka, Odessa Oblast, after reportedly been hit by Shad 136 drones, operated by RU. World Military News retweeted ignorance, the root and stem of all evil who said, retweet at Ivan_8848, Albanian news on TV Zjar is like this. Attractive journalists increase viewership. Photo. Reuters US News said, morning bid, Asia's FX doom loops, link, photo. WW3 update retweeted Raytheon Missiles and Defense who said, retweet at Raytheon Defense, newspaper 2 for 2, hypersonic missile passes second consecutive test, link, hypersonics HAWC https:// WW3 update retweeted Zero Hedge who said, retweet at Zero Hedge, pound flash crashes 500 pips to record low amid global FX carnage, link. A button blood type retweeted Vilis Arios who said, retweet at Vilis Arios 21, Turkey is clamoring about the presence of the Hellenic army on the islands of Eastern Aegean, i.e. on Hellenic sovereign. A button blood type retweeted George Mastropoulos who said, retweet at G_Mastropoulos, this shouldn't be the case for Armenia, nor any other country in a similar situation. Photo. WW3 update retweeted FX Hedge who said, retweet at Hedgers, China state banks ordered to buy stocks to contain selling. ABC News said, just 35% of Democrats and Democratic-leaning independents favor President Biden for the 2024 nomination, new at ABC News / link. The Standard Journal said, Andrei Gurilev, deputy of the Russian State Duma says that Poland would be an ideal target for tactical nuclear link. First Squawk said, China state banks ordered to buy stocks to contain selling. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 4 hours 53 minutes and 41 seconds. Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. Link. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 4 hours 53 minutes and 47 seconds. Kharkiv Oblast, Kharkiv Oblast. Alert linked. Link. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 4 hours 53 minutes and 54 seconds. Kirovorod Oblast, Kirovorod Oblast. Link. WW3 update said, tonight's I'm watching Leak project on YouTube. Rex is running around a mountain where there is a secret base at Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 4 hours 54 minutes and 45 seconds. Zaporizhzhia Oblast, Zaporizhzhia Oblast. A. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 4 hours 54 minutes and 52 seconds. Mykolaiv Oblast, Mykolaiv Oblast. Alert. Link. Samuel Ramani said, Zelensky on Putin's nuclear threats. I don't think he's bluffing. I think the world is deterring it and containing his threat. Ukraine Siren Alert said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 4 hours 55 minutes and 43 seconds. Kherson Oblast, Kherson Oblast. Alert linked. Link. AFP news agency said, sinkhole. At AFP photographer Yuan Ordonez captures people shouting out the names of their missing relatives who F. Link. WW3 update retweeted Zero Hedge who said, retweet at Zero Hedge, China state banks ordered to buy stocks to contain selling. Coming to every central bank near you. Ukraine Siren Alert said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 4 hours 56 minutes and 34 seconds. Mykolaiv Oblast, Krivozersk community. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 4 hours 57 minutes and 40 seconds. Donetsk Oblast, Donetsk Oblast. Alert length, 0. Link. Rob Lee said, video posted on September 15 of Russian LMUR missile strikes on a Ukrainian pontoon bridge reportedly on the Inhul. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 58 minutes and 47 seconds. Mykolaiv Oblast, Mykolaiv Oblast. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 58 minutes and 53 seconds. Kherson Oblast, Kherson Oblast. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 4 hours 59 minutes and 45 seconds. Odessa Oblast, Odessa Oblast. #Ukraine dash. Link. Oil price hourly said, oil price update, $85.09 chart decreasing. Brent dollar crude, oil price source, link. Tim said, matches the soldiers spotted in London, at night, 48 hours ago. Link. BBC breaking news said, the pound plunges to its lowest level against the US dollar, at just over $1.03, since decimalization in 1971, link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 5 hours 1 minute and 35 seconds. Mykolaiv Oblast, Krivozersk community. Link. ABC News said, make way for bison, these bison stayed in their lane, avoiding oncoming traffic, as they made their way across a BR. Link. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 5 hours 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Kirovohrad Oblast, Kirovohrad Oblast. Link. WW3 update retweeted Hibiscus Lori Hibiscus who said, retweet at Lori Jean 333, warning warning take a closer look at the bottom patch. Is our national intelligence agency admitting they are responsible for the hash? Canuck 78 said, USN. Boeing P-8A Poseidon. PK-269 AE-6851. U.S. Air Force. Boeing KC-135R Stratotanker. Hashbart 1257 to 1483, photo. Tim retweeted Canada Argentina US Outlying Islands Soccer Ball Shaba, who said, retweet at Alfredo Saba, now that is a new logo. Flying Saucer Eyes. Office of the Director of National Intelligence. Link. WW3 update retweeted Aerospace at Wallops, who said, retweet at Space at Wallops, it's launch day at the White Sands Missile Range. Today at 9:30 p.m. local time, 3:30 a.m. UTC, a Black Brant 9 rocket W. Russia is a terrorist state retweeted Bad Anti-Zionist Takes, who said, retweet at Anti-Zionist, Shana Tova. Photo. First Squawk said, Japan Chief Cabinet Secretary Matsuno, possible that North Korea will step onto further provocative acts, including nuclear tests. Tyler Ragawe retweeted H.I. Sutton, who said, retweet at Covered Shores, if you look carefully, you can see 5 Chinese Navy destroyers under construction. Endgame WW3 United States said, after hacking the Parliament's database, anonymous hackers announced that they had access to the phone numbers and link. Endgame WW3 United States said, our support for the Iranian protesters continues. The government will do anything to stop you. Don't give up, do not. Link. WW3 update said, police car light the 26th we keep telling but normies be like grinning face with sweat Link. ABC News said, 64% of Americans oppose the Supreme Court ruling overturning Roe v. Wade, including 53% who strongly oppose it. Poor. Link. WW3 update retweeted Aviation and Naval Assets, who said, retweet at Aris Sets, West Coast eyeballs on what? Missile launch or hypersonic testing. Photo. The Spectator Index said, breaking, British pound falls to record low against the US dollar. The Intel Hub said, King Charles, it's clearly your fault. Link. WW3 update retweeted Zhang Mafang, who said, retweet at CG Mafang Zhang, the pound plunged to a record low against the dollar on Monday as traders grow increasingly fearful of a deep UK Rex. First Squawk said, Japan Chief Cabinet Secretary Matsuno, will ban exports of chemical weapon-related goods to Russia as additional essay. Link. The Intel Hub said at Covered Shores be a shame if something happened to them. AFP news agency said, breaking 5 rescuers killed in Philippine typhoon, police, photo. WW3 update retweeted Zhang Mafang, who said, retweet at CG Mafang Zhang, in order to stabilize the foreign exchange market and strengthen macro management, China's central bank announced to RA. Newsmax said, Pope Francis sees Russia's war on Ukraine as the beginning of World War III and has little hope that Russian President. Link. WW3 update retweeted Zhang Mafang, who said, retweet at CG Mafang Zhang, thousands in Germany demand opening of Nord Stream 2, photo. WW3 update retweeted Zhang Mafang, who said, retweet at CG Mafang Zhang, natural automatic transportation line grinning face. Photo. WW3 update retweeted W.H.Grandpa, who said, retweet at WH Grandpa, the 8th day of the month has been interesting as of late. July 8, Shinzo Abe assassinated. August 8, Mar-a-Lago raided by FBI. Patrick Lancaster said, high voltage megaphone, the road to Mariupol high voltage megaphone. We are halfway down showing you how the Russian-backed referendum to join Russia is going. Link. Bobak Takvi, Mu Pi Pi Alpha Kappa Tau Alpha Kappa Beta Alpha Epsilon, retweeted Ashra Q Nomani Pa Prince, who said, retweet at Ashra Nomani, what an embarrassment of an at MSNBC interview with a fashion blogger who has made a fetish out of the hijab in Iran. Hoda. WW3 update retweeted Reuters who said, retweet at Reuters, Factbox, Tokyo Titan security for slain Shinzo Abe's funeral, link, photo. WW3 update retweeted Kamala's updates who said, retweet at Kamala's updates, MVP Harris has now departed Washington, D.C. en route to Japan to attend the funeral for Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, before. WW3 update retweeted who said, retweet at Kayaki Dokai, Dear Shinzo Abe, happy birthday cake sparkles. Always thinking of you Dove Sparkles. Photo. WW3 update retweeted India Superscript 2 who said, retweet at MKG, India 1K7066 gearing up for Japan visit. PM Modi will be attending Shinzo Abe's state funeral on September 27. Link. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 5 hours 28 minutes and 48 seconds. Kirovohrad Oblast. Link. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 5 hours 28 minutes and 54 seconds. Kherson Oblast. Alert linked. Link. WW3 update retweeted Skyscan World satellite airplane helicopter who said, retweet at scan_sky, Government of Indonesia 737-8U3, BBJ2, A001, #IDAF02. Departed from Halim Perdanakusuma INTL Airport Indonesia and AMP, routing to. First Squawk said, Hong Kong's Hang Seng Tech Index up roughly 3%. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 5 hours 29 minutes and 46 seconds. Odessa Oblast. Alert length, 0:30:43. Link. TRT World Now said, U.S. top diplomat Antony Blinken says Washington has warned Russia publicly and privately of horrific consequences. Link. WW3 update retweeted Rwanda Bareface Snowflake Welsh Rainforest Bear Rwanda Bareface Snowflake who said, retweet at Ursine_meeting, there are a number of photographs that are just so well composed they could easily be Renaissance paintings. https://t. Reuters U.S. News said, sterling collapses as investors fly into dollars, link, photo. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 5 hours 30 minutes and 9 seconds. Mykolaiv Oblast. Alert. Link. Golf 9 airplane retweeted Team Luftwaffe who said, retweet at Team_Luftwaffe, Das Deutsche Contingent von den Übungen #pitch black 22 UND #Kakadu 22 Verbscheide sich a US Australian UND fliegt weiter. Tim retweeted #Trudeau must go Nancy Tulip who said, retweet at Nancy Victoria, Governor General's office won't reveal individual menu items on $100,000 catering bill, link, via @Truner. TRT World Now said, 5 rescuers are killed in the Philippines after they were deployed to flooded village during a powerful typhoon. Link. WW3 update retweeted Angela Walker who said, retweet at Angela W70903357, the Pentagon says that the military equipment, including helicopters and armored personnel carriers, in the $800 million aid. WW3 update retweeted MacArthur Parker who said, retweet at MC Arthur C. Parker, Heathrow, military helicopters crossing a commercial jet as it takes off. What is going on here? Link. The Kiev Independent said, high voltage minister, about 1.5 million Ukrainians in Russia unable to return home, contact relatives. The Kiev Independent said, Olha Stefanishina, Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister for European Integration, said that about 1.5 million Ukrainian. Link. Ukraine siren alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 5 hours 34 minutes and 47 seconds. Mykolaiv Oblast, Krivozersk community. Link. The Kiev Independent said, today, more than ever, it is important to use all available international instruments to protect fundamental human. Link. ABC News said, it is with broken hearts that we share the passing of a second rower involved in last Thursday's weather-related Link. AFP news agency said, far-right leader Giorgia Meloni says she is ready to govern for all Italians after her Eurosceptic populists swept. Link. Newsmax said, as a new school year begins, so too are new fights over the controversial race-based worldview that's still slippin'. Link. WW3 update said, police car light here no evil monkey. Link. Reuters US News said, sterling plunges to all-time low as fiscal plan spurs investor exodus. Link, photo. WW3 update retweeted Green Circle Band of Brothers Q Green Circle who said, retweet at Band of Brothers Q, multiple sources, military in the UK everywhere. UN in UK convoy. Anyone here from UK? What's going on? Link. WW3 update retweeted Yoan Habachki who said, retweet at Habachki, I did hear about massive military deployment in UK for couple of days now. Anyone have any idea what's going on here? UN in U. WW3 update retweeted Oweri no Outsuke who said, retweet at Oweri no _Outsuke, Russia Ukraine another Russian convoy moves to Ukraine. Ukraine will win, they say grinning face with sweat. Ukraine didn't have a chance even when I. WW3 update retweeted Ukraine / who said, retweet at Ukraine, we are not blind. Russia attacked Ukraine. Russia is on foreign soil. No to war. Dagestan women protest Putin's criminal mob. WW3 update retweeted Igor Sushko who said, retweet at Igor Sushko, #mobilization, this man already drafted in Russia reports that his girlfriend asked him to marry her so that she'd get a pot. WW3 update retweeted Viktor Kovalenko who said, retweet at Mr. Kovalenko, street protests against Putin's #mobilization are growing in the southern Dagestan region of Russia. In Makhachkala CIT. WW3 update retweeted Ukraine Now who said, retweet at Ukraine Now Media, television hackers broke down the Russian television once again. Now they broadcast Zelensky speech about the Russian mobiliza. WW3 update retweeted Hanna Lyubakova who said, retweet at Hanna Lyubakova, Russia in eastern Siberia's Yakutsk, women were protesting against mobilization. According to local media, they prefer. WW3 update retweeted Saint Javelin who said, retweet at Saint Javelin, on the topic of mobilization. Photo. Endgame WW3 United States said, update, Russia. Link. ABC News said, Democratic candidate for Attorney General Chris Mays said the 1901 law violates privacy rights of women in the state. Link. WW3 update said. Link. WW3 update retweeted Alm United States who said, retweet at Amal McClellan, protests at Iranian embassies in both London and Paris, plus a UK convoy includes a UN tank eyes. Via, link. WW3 update said, no idea, link. WW3 update retweeted Simaytech who said, retweet at Simaytech1, algo se esta cociendo y no nos estamos entrando China China avistado un enorme convoy militar en la frontera con Russia Russia. WW3 update retweeted Patricia who said, retweet at patrici222822226, China China avistado un enorme convoy militar en la frontera con Russia Russia. WW3 update retweeted Star of David who said, retweet at finanzas_times, China China avistado un enorme convoy militar en la frontera con Russia Russia, photo. Newsmax said, opinion, if conservatives do not quickly unify and initiate a counterculture offensive, they will find themselves. Link. Oil price hourly said, oil price update, $86.09 chart increasing. Brent dollar crude, oil price source, link. WW3 update retweeted Dr. Esperal who said, retweet at Dr_Esperal, que el pueblo bueno y sabio no haría esto con un convoy de narcos. Esos si los respetan en este país que sigue tocando. WW3 update retweeted Ucrania. Noticias del otro lado. Who said, retweet at Ucrania otro, despedidas de un convoy militar ruso que se dirige a la zona de combate. Photo. Russia is a terrorist state. WW3 update retweeted Nixta who said, retweet at Nixta_TV, I do not think he is bluffing, Zelensky commented on Putin's nuclear threats. He wants to scare the world. These are the AFP news agency said, EU faces dilemma over how to deal with Russians fleeing military mobilization, as some countries look to block and link. WW3 update retweeted who said, retweet at Sprinter 88,000, the transfer of the Chinese military to Russia has become a sensation in the West, photo. WW3 update retweeted who said, retweet at Sprinter 88,000, a new batch of equipment of the Russian armed forces is ready to be sent to the fronts, photo. WW3 update retweeted who said, retweet at Sprinter 88,000, the process of transporting Polish T-72M1 to Ukraine through the border crossing. Tanks are covered with tarpaulins, TRA. WW3 update retweeted who said, retweet at Sprinter 88,000, Turkish soldiers sing the national anthem on the border with Greece to the light music from the opposite side https:// ABC News said, demonstrators in California line the Golden Gate Bridge in solidarity with protests in Iran over the death of 22Y. Link. WW3 update retweeted who said, retweet at Sprinter 88,000, SpaceX's Falcon 9 lights up the skies of New Jersey and Virginia. Photo. The Kiev Independent said, high voltage Israel to treat 20 wounded Ukrainian soldiers. Israeli ambassador to Ukraine Michael Brodsky reported on September. Link. Japan Joint Staff said, on September 22, 23 and 25, the JASP Southwestern Air Defense Forces fighters scrambled to cope with a suspected intruder. Link. Japan Joint Staff retweeted who said, retweet at Joint Staffpa, 9222325. 24365. Newsmax said, Iranians took to the streets for a 10th consecutive night Sunday, defying a warning from the judiciary, to protest. Link. Reuters U.S. News said, Macau casino operators soar as China allows tour groups after nearly 3 years. Link, photo. Mark Rachkovic said, speak Russian? Link. WW3 update retweeted organic blood drop of blood who said, retweet at organic_blood 60, nothing to see here, just the second largest food distribution center in the world on fire in France right now, to go. WW3 update retweeted Igor Sushko, who said, retweet at Igor Sushko, Ukraine continues to liberate territories previously occupied by tyrant Putin. Can't help but be emotional watching this. DTY Virtual Radar United Kingdom said, call sign, #unknown. Boeing CC-177 Globemaster III of Canadian Armed Forces, CanForce. Reg. 177,702 alt, unknown feed. Link. AFP news agency said, the British pound has hit a record low against the dollar on surging fears about the UK economy after the government. Link. WW3 update retweeted Oweri no Otsuke, who said, retweet at Oweri no _Otsuke, Russia-Ukraine Russian tank destroys a Ukrainian BMP, IFV, near the village of Spern, near Bakhmut, the Donetsk region. Ukraine. WW3 update retweeted Dr. Sylvia Ilale of Calderwood Fish, European Union United Kingdom Ukraine, who said, retweet at Silelf, a way to get rid of us, Crimean Tatars decry Russia's mobilization. Link. ABC News said, Japanese PM Fumio Kishida has defended his administration's decision to hold a state funeral, saying that it will end. Link. Reuters US News said, Factbox, companies potentially affected by Italy's election. Link, photo. WW3 update retweeted GJ Kamza, who said, retweet at GJ_Kamza, I can't really believe this happened. A pastor went back to heaven after church, pleading face, pleading face, pleading face. Photo. Mark Rachkevic retweeted the Cavell Group, who said, retweet at TCG_crisis risks, Ukraine Sitrep 1. The Ukrainian counter-offensive in Kharkiv Oblast continues to make progress, resecuring more roads. Russia is a terrorist state, said, warning at Zelensky. UA had updated that 2 more mass graves were found near Izium, Kharkiv region, containing hundreds of. Link. WW3 update retweeted Pure Blood Crockermac no quarter no surrender United States Black Flag who said, retweet at Crockermac at Catherd2 no one has heard much on this, photo. WW3 update retweeted James Hilsenbeck who said, retweet at Craig Kevin 12 at Catherd2 here's the advice you should heed. Photo. OSIN Technical said, a Ukrainian M777 crew fires an M982 Excalibur 155mm guided artillery shell, note the high angle of fire, which all. Link. WW3 update retweeted Marcos who said, retweet at Bring Smile Back 5 at Catherd2 Communist Chile, photo. First Squawk said, Japan's Nikkei extends losses, falling below 26,500 for first time since July 14. OSINT Defender retweeted Spook, who said, retweet at spook_info, predictions for the week, Russian annexation of Ukrainian territories and martial law in Russia to stop military-aged men. WW3 update retweeted Julia United States, who said, retweet at Jules31415 at Catturd2 Biden was greeted in London with spirited chants of "Let's go Brandon," raising hands, light skin tone face with tears of joy, movie camera at Real Mac report, link. WW3 update retweeted a US fra Waterwave, who said, retweet at Pete Ello, Randall Carson, 40 plus years climate activist tells the reality of the situation. #climate scam. At Catturd2. At Villard829875534. At Oz. WW3 update retweeted Persephone, who said, retweet at Perseph314509888 at Catturd2. Here's another one. Photo. WW3 update retweeted Easy Meat Cut of Meat who said, retweet at Chris_Dragon at Catturd2 Republican voters too. Photo. Golf 9 Airplane said, face with rolling eyes, photo. WW3 update retweeted Charles Weber, aka the Jew from Boca, who said, retweet at Kubaka at Catturd2 butt, bridges and stuff. Clown face rolling on the floor laughing, photo. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 6 hours 56 minutes and 46 seconds. Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, Nikopol. Alert length, 9. Link. Rob Lee retweeted Yaroslav Trofimov, who said, retweet at Yarotrof, they just ran away. They know they are finished here. My story with photos by at Manu Bravo from the Ukrainian foothold east. AFP news agency said, update 5 rescuers were killed in the Philippines after they were sent to a flooded community during a powerful link. Newsmax said, poll 56% majority of Democrats don't want President Joe Biden to run in 2024, link, photo. Oil price hourly said, oil price update, $84.65 chart decreasing. Brent dollar crude, oil price source, link. WW3 update retweeted International Crisis Room 360, who said, retweet at ICR 360, demonstrators in California lined the Golden Gate Bridge in solidarity with protests in Iran over the death of 22-year-old Moss.
I say again, this is Jar Seal, stand for traffic. This is Jar Seal, out.
ABC News said, the CIA revealed the model of a safe house used to brief President Joe Biden about the whereabouts of Al-Qaeda lead. Link. WW3 update said, for stressful times I recommend watching this channel on YouTube to relax. Rainman Rays repairs YouTube yes car re. Link. Mark Rajkovic said, no training? Link. The Intel Crab retweeted Reuters Asia, who said, retweet at Reuters Asia, North Korea, China resume cross-border freight train operation S. Korea Ministry, link. The Intel Crab retweeted Oscar Domesticated, who said, retweet at OSC Domesticated, not a good morning. Drones attacked Odessa region, not the city, tonight. One was taken down, two hit military infrastructure. Rob Lee said, 4247/ link. WW3 update retweeted CNN International who said, retweet at me, Giorgia Meloni set to be Italy's first female prime minister and leader of its most right-wing government since World War II, EXI. AFP news agency said, South Korea and the United States begin their first joint naval exercise near the peninsula in 5 years a day. Link. Mark Rachkovic said, Lyman is being attacked from 3 directions, link. ABC News said, the true location of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon remains an unsolved mystery. Now, the latest research suggests. Link. Tim said, those in the know will find this interesting. Collision # BlackRock, photo. Mark Rachkovic said, a Jewish prophecy. Link. Al-Mayadeen English said, #breaking Al-Mayadeen correspondent, Israeli occupation forces stormed Al-Aqsa Mosque to secure the settlers Inc. Link. The Kiev Independent said, high-voltage Ukrainian forces destroy 5 ammunition depots in southern Ukraine. Ukraine's Operational Command South report. Link. Newsmax said, Senator Tom Cotton, President Joe Biden is lost, confused on China-Taiwan policy, link, photo. Reuters U.S. News said, Tropical Storm Ian to pound Cuba as it becomes a major hurricane, link, photo. 360-degree radar said, United States Boeing P-8A Poseidon. AE-67BF, photo. WW3 update retweeted Eric G. Del Rosario who said, retweet at Eric Del Rosario, The Telegraph, if Vladimir Putin uses a nuclear weapon, he will be guaranteeing the destruction of Russia. https://t. Russia is a terrorist state said, warning Putin regime terrorists missile that was launched towards Kharkiv overnight fell short causing damage near Belg. Link. The Intel Crab retweeted Chuck Furrer indications and warnings who said, retweet at Chuck Furrer, chemical warfare. UK's Southern Command reported that Russia used a UAV to deploy K-51 chemical grenades filled with CHL. Mark Rajkovic said, run, Forrest, run, link. Endgame WW3 United States said, Japan bans chemical weapons related goods to Russia, concerned by nuke threats. Link.
All stations, this is Jar Seal, break, Mike, Bravo, Juliet, Whiskey, Golf, stand by, Mike, Bravo, Juliet, Whiskey, Golf, stand by, Mike, Bravo, Juliet, Whiskey, Golf, stand by, message follows, Mike, Bravo, Juliet, Whiskey, Golf, Delta, 4, Juliet, Golf, 4, 3, Oscar, Delta, 4, Papa, Echo, Juliet, 6, 5, Mike, Victor, X-Ray, Oscar, 6, Romeo, Lima, Echo, 5, I say again, Mike, Bravo, Juliet, Whiskey, Golf, Delta, 4, Juliet, Golf, 4, 3, Oscar, Papa, Delta, 4, Papa, Juliet, 6, 5, Mike, Victor, X-ray, Oscar, 6, Romeo, Lima, Echo, 5. This is Yoshio out.
OSIN Technical said, a Ukrainian Su-24 passes an M777 position, photo. OSIN Technical said, photo. Russia is a terrorist state said at Gherkin. Ukraine Siren Alert said, Ukraine Siren Alert 26/09/2022. 7 hours 39 minutes and 27 seconds. Kharkiv Oblast. Link. Reuters U.S. News said, oil claws back some losses but strong dollar caps gains. Link, photo. .360° radar said, United States Northrop Grumman RQ-4B Global Hawk Forte 10. Link, photo. First Squawk said, Apple Inc. says excited to be manufacturing iPhone 14 in India. ABC News said, 3 months after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, ending federal protections for abortion rights, at Lee. Link. War Room Intel retweeted Gregor Martin, who said, retweet at @GoodOrion_Zaba, Russian army attacked Odessa with several drones overnight, 2 hit military objective causing fire and detonations of M. SCS Probing Initiative said, USS Tripoli re-entered the South China Sea, September 26. Photo. Ukraine Siren Alerts said, all clear. 26/09/2022. 7 hours 54 minutes and 27 seconds. Kharkiv Oblast, Kharkiv Oblast. Alert linked. Link. First Squawk said, Binance, the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange, is seeking a license to operate in Japan, 4 years after Link. AFP news agency said, video, bordering unpredictable Russia, Latvians prepare for war. Since Russia invaded Ukraine in February, the Link. WW3 update retweeted Truth Seeker who said, retweet at Vicky0164, direct energy weapon? Photo. WW3 update retweeted Jetski Bandit who said, retweet at MRFulovit, you can recycle renewable energy. Bull SH, T Clownface climate scam. Wind farm wind turbine green energy landfill, link. WW3 update retweeted Sister Sarah who said, retweet at Sister Sarah and at NC_governor climate scam, photo.